it's me, named Sony. Welcome back to another VR video. Today we are back in Project TX. Today's video is somewhat short-ish, but it's also a little bit of an important one. Today's video, we get to finally see one of the character models, well, characters from the game. The model is not complete. I've basically been working on it this week, and that's really the main focus of the video. So let's switch over to my camera. Let's make sure that it's actually switched to my camera, and we'll have a look at the new character that I've got put into the game. But before I do that, in fact, well, actually, not before. Let's have a look. Here he is. He's very simple. He looks very simple. Here you go. It's very glowy over here because we're right next to the light. So I'll move him in a moment. But yeah, here we go. A quick look at the character model here. Very, very simple. Very robotic. And he does look a little bit unusual. You notice his head shape is a little bit unusual. That's because he's actually... he's got a name. Well, not a name, but it's named this. Let's have a look at what the control is. Penguin. So this is really important, right? Let's just get him out here. So there we go. In fact, why don't you follow me over to this side, because it's quite bright over here. We can't really look at the model properly. So walk over here with me, and we'll have a look at Penguin here. So there we go. This is Penguin. He's actually one of the main characters that has existed in Project TX since before it was Project TX. I did mention in last week's video that the name Project TX was really dumb. The basis of it was very dumb. And here we have the enemy, the sort of primary character that I thought of. Basically, for physics-based ragdolls, I kind of wanted a character, especially the AI characters, that would have no legs, that would be able to float around, slide around on the ground. And what better to float around and slide around on the ground than a penguin? So the game's ragdoll systems were basically designed with this thing in mind, with a penguin in mind. This is a very thin penguin, but he is a penguin nonetheless. So how the heck did I get to the name? Well, basically, the actual project started with project files, and the actual project has been called Penguins for a very long time, right? The project was Penguins. It was literally called Penguins. Even the folder name was Penguins when I first showed off the Project TX logo. You'll in fact notice that the Project TX logo, the old one, not the new one, but the old one, has actually got this sort of penguin silk color look to it. Where did you think these accents came from? They're not outlines. These are designed to look like a penguin. The best part is the name that I came up with, because I basically called it Project Penguin. And this is the best part. Can you tell how I got to this name from Project Penguin? Project Tux. It's literally not. You thought TX actually meant something, huh? Yeah, this is the reveal. It's ridiculous. It's the most dumb thing you could possibly think of. It's literally called Project Tux, right? It was in front of your face the whole time. This is called Project Tux, okay? That's how I got this. Literally called Project Penguin, okay? There you go. So I had to redesign that because it just doesn't look as good as I wanted it to. And I decided to prioritize the tiny logo there in the center, the face with eyes. And here you can see it's kind of the way I do things around here. But of course it's still called Project TX. So there we go. This is the new logo for it. But it is still, and you can see the R still has that very nice sort of penguin-y feel to it. Alright, it's funny, right? It's very funny that I called this project Project Penguin the whole time. And it's just the dumbest way you could possibly think of a name. But there you go. It's called Project Tux, okay? I was going to give it a new name eventually. Like, I'll think of a name, but then it just works, right? It just, Project EX, that's it. That's the name. Brilliant. It's brilliant. And it's totally based on Mr. Penguin over here. Now, I need to mention is that as you can see, I have actually built a state machine for him, and you can see he's 100% full ragdoll, right? So he's the usual ragdoll systems. He's using very much the same systems as all of my ragdoll based systems now. So character control exactly as you'd expect. So here we go. I can pull him around, and you can see he's also animating. So here we go. If I just, you can see he's floating around, he's moving around. This flame on the back of his head, I'm thinking to give it sort of a color change depending on his disposition. So if he's sort of recognized you and he's attacking or whatever, the flame, the lights will all kind of change. Right now, this is just the basic design that I've gone with. I wanted him to have sort of a humanoid shape so that you could actually sort of battle him like a person. So it still kind of acts similar to a human-shaped character, but still is a penguin, right? So he's still a penguin. Because obviously, if I went with an actual penguin design, and this is what I've been doing for a week, right? Is just trying different sort of designs where I could get it down to a shape that I'm happy to fight with, right? So there we go. You're not kind of going around a giant round object, right? Because that would be pretty ridiculous. But there we go. So this is the design I ended up with, and the reality is this state machine system, you can see he's very, very much capable of moving really, really quickly. And like if I tried to attack him here, he's very, very quick to move out of the way, right? Now I haven't got a battle state yet. He's no combat state or anything like that yet. It's just follow and idle. So this is me just testing it. And there's a pretty particular reason for that, and that is that I spent a week working on the character design and model. I finished it yesterday. So the ragdoll system, the character avatar system and everything, all of the data and everything that I had to handle, the coding for his state machine, getting it working with the watch, everything, I just did it today. I did everything today, right? It's pretty much ridiculous, but there you go. Managed to get the whole thing working, and it works really, really well. He's still a full ragdoll. He gets stuck on a wall here if I walk into him here, and then of course kind of slides off here if I move him right. And there we go. This is the new penguin. He's kind of working. Now, one thing to mention, he is designed with sort of gaps here and everything. Someone had asked a question about physics-based dismemberment on character models. I mentioned it's not going to be something that I work with on these guys for now, right? I don't want these characters being split to pieces yet. Not in my games yet, right? Yet. This guy, however, is designed for that. As you can see, his sort of hands here as well, totally all sort of glowing and separated parts, very easily choppable, right? And that's what he's designed to be possible as well. And he's part of the game's storyline, as you can probably tell by now. This is kind of a lab, an energy kind of control lab, so we're dealing with energy systems. He's obviously part of this whole system, this whole structure of energy control, and he's basically being held together by that. So when you start chopping pieces off, obviously he's going to be like collapsing and breaking to pieces. So there we go. Part of a little tiny part of the storyline there with this guy, and let's have a look at how quickly he can move around and stuff. So we'll switch to camera mode here. Let's make sure it's actually working. Yep, you can see me in the camera there. Hey, and then let's get to him and switch him over to follow. And you can see how quickly he can switch his movement around. That's because he's basically using exactly the same ground control systems as me. I got him on the ropes. Oh, I can't wait till this guy's got combat. So he's just got a standard sort of animator system, but the character model itself is not animating, of course. It's just the physics setup, right? So he's always full active physics. He's exactly like my character body. It never goes. There's no cheating going on in terms of the character movement, right? Will you? Yep. Get here. Come here. Come here. I got him in the face there. So yeah, I've set him to a sort of limited movement speed for now. So when I'm running away, he can kind of chase me. I can see him in the shadow just chasing me, and you can see he kind of tilts a little bit based on his movement. There, so pretty nice stuff. Very, very cool. And there we go. That's that. So yeah, hope you like the character model so far. Character work so far. There is definitely plenty to go with this. Plenty to happen. Oh, am I moving him? Hooked onto my arm there. Yeah. So that's that right now. It is how it is. So say bye to Mr. Penguin. We'll see you in the next video, Mr. Penguin. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole lock, stock, and barrel. Can't wait to get my grabbed objects going once again, and then I'll be showing you some distance grabbing soon as well. Definitely a lot more to come with this. Oh, things are getting fun. Wait till we see some combat with that guy, because it's gonna be really cool. Dodging and moving around, because his capability, he's got literally the same capability as my character movement, right? He can move as fast and as smoothly as my character controller can. So everything my character controller can do, his can do as well. And it's just controlled by an animator for me, so I can add new states, add new movements really quickly. As you can tell by the fact that I literally built that character control system, all of it with the ragdoll, new ragdoll and everything, set it up all within a day, right? It's very quick to make, so I can start really building some cool stuff now that I've got that kind of basis done, which is why all of this, why I spent so much time building all of this stuff as well. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching this video. I'm gonna switch over to a third person view now. That should be that. Yep, there we go. Am I looking in the right direction? Hello. And there you are. Right. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. It's a pretty short one. Not much to go on there yet. But yeah, Mr. Penguin, let's get you over here as well. You following me? Say hi. And yeah, here he is. So that's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see some more coming very soon. See ya. Bye.